Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the On the Go Show with Jacob and James. Let's get up and boogie to the beat of the On the Go Show. Don't be lazy, come on and get up, get down. Let the fun take over your body. Dance to the rhythm of that funky beat.
Well, so I saw Nobody 2. We're going to talk about Nobody 2. This stars Paul Odenkirk, which, I always butcher his name.
Bob Odenkirk.
Every time. Bob Odenkirk.
Yes.
Mr. Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, man. I love that show. Have you ever saw Better Call Saul?
I saw the first season, and I never went back to it. I don't know why. I just never did. But the first season was really good. And I know it's a good evolution of like how he becomes Saul, and then even afterwards, like it shows after Breaking Bad and all that stuff. So I know it's phenomenal. I think it had 5 or 6 seasons.
Yeah, man. Yep, it did.
Or I think even longer than Breaking Bad. I almost want to say 7.
I want to say 7 too, because it's been on Netflix for a long time.
It has. 6. It had one more season to Breaking Bad. There you go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, Mr. Nobody 2.
Yep, and then you got Connie Nielsen, who still looks great. The great Christopher Lloyd is also in here as well, and also a surprise villain who's in here too. That I did not think. I forgot she was going to be in here, but then when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, she's in here.
Okay.
So the movie's about your boy Hutch back in it again. Hutch Marshall, he's it leads back into the action. And for the first quarter of the movie, it's him doing the same stuff he's been doing as he did in the second one, kicking ass, breaking guys' legs and arms and all type of stuff. But this time, his family is getting a lot. His kids are getting a lot older. His wife is working a whole lot more. And summertime, vacation time. They want a vacation. He needs a vacation, but he's actually working to pay some debts off, which I thought was pretty damn cool that they added that in here. So remember in the first one when he burned down the money, when he burned all that money down from the Russian guy? Well, he has to pay all that stuff back. So the reason why he's been doing all that work is because he has to pay that debt back.
That's interesting.
Yep, I thought that was a really cool. That was a cool little thing they put in there. I said, "Oh man, okay," because in some of these movies and sequels, you don't really see them do that anymore, where they reference the first movie that much.
What other movie? Megan 2. I know you don't like Megan 2 too much, but that movie also they hinted at oh yeah, the girl did some jail time after the Megan movie because she made a murder doll. Mm-hmm. And again, yeah, you're right. It's good to see that they kind of follow up because you don't get that really often. You don't even get that in action movies. I always want to see the scene after the movie where the main character has to do tons of therapy because they shot a lot of people, and that affects you psychologically,
Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. So I thought that was really, really cool that they added that in there. So, he's paying off his debts but at the same time, by him doing all this work, he's losing his family in the process. He's not spending any time with his wife. He's not spending any time with the kids. He's missing out on family moments. So, his wife kind of hints at him one day. He's like, hey, you need to spend time with us. Summertime's almost here. So then that's when he's like, hey, let's go on a vacation. Let's go on a summer vacation. So they go. He tells his boss, hey, I'm going to take a break. I'm going on vacation. I'll be back. Then I'll finish paying off the debts again. He decides to take his family to the most raggediest park in the history of time. I mean, I'm talking about Wally World raggedy. I'm talking about Action Park raggedy. Remember Action Park?
I remember Action Park.
That's exactly what he wanted to take him to.
Oh,
so
man.
It was in this little small. It was like a small town, and he remembers this park from when he was kids. And when he was a kid, because him and RZA went there when Christopher Lloyd, with Christopher Lloyd's character took him there as kids.
Pause. I love how you're like him and RZA, as in in the movie it was not RZA
Yeah,
acting as somebody,
yeah,
but Bob Odenkirk's
yeah,
character in RZA.
yeah. I probably should say that right. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah,
But yeah, RZA's character, because they were like brothers, because he didn't have a father when he was growing up.
that's right. They were
So
like adopted brothers in a way.
they're adopted brothers in a way. So Christopher Lloyd's character took RZA's character in. So that's why they were brothers. So Hutch goes and takes his family to this weird ass park, and wouldn't you know it, crime and all the bad stuff starts to happen. Because what this remind me of, right? Those old school westerns. When
Yep.
the guy returns back into town and everything has completely changed.
Yep.
There's more drug infested places. The town is trash. There's prostitutes running around. That's what that kind of remind me of. But the only thing is, the town is fine. It's just that park, specifically that park that he wants to go to that's trash.
Right.
And he runs into this cop played by your boy, which I forgot he was in this film. I was like, wait a minute, he was like Tom Hanks. And I was like, oh God, it's Tom Hanks' son. I was like, oh
Chet
man,
Hanks?
no, not Chet Hanks.
Oh,
Colt. Yeah, the other one. No, not the one that acts black,
Not
but
the rapper, yeah.
Colin Hanks. Yeah, yeah, Colin Hanks is in here. He plays like a police cop or whatever, and he's like he's being a real tool bag. And the movie, and no reason at all, by the way, there's no reason for him to act like this, but he's acting like a total tool bag, not knowing that Hutch can snap his neck within 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
He doesn't know any of that at all.
of course. Well,
So
it's kind of like the first movie, right? Where it does the same sort of setup. I think when he starts fighting, like
pretty much, yeah.
because he beats somebody up on a bus in the first movie, I think, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, because he was trying to get the ring, he's trying to get the ring back from, get the bracelet back for his daughter that somebody had stolen, that had broken into his house and got. So, all the chaos ensues from there and onto the bus. Because that was another story in that one.
Yeah.
It was another story when he got on the bus. But yeah, it's pretty much like that. It sets up the same way like a Western. And Colin Hanks is funny in this. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy Colin Hanks. I really like to see him get some more work because he can be very, very funny. Because he looks like an evil version of Tom Hanks. Like if Tom Hanks was to ever be an evil person, he would be Colin Hanks. He'd be Colin Hanks. I'm telling you, that's how good he is.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, right. That's unfortunate.
You look like the evil version of your dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man, it's crazy, man. So
is that
They get to
spitting
the
image
part,
or like
huh?
without? Because like you have spitting image, right? You're like, oh, you're the spitting image of your father. But what is it when you look like the evil version of your father?
I'm telling you, man.
You're the cracked mirror version image. You're the cracked image.
Jacob, I'm telling you, he looks exactly like his dad, an evil version of his dad. Like if he ever was just to crash out, that's what Tom Hanks would be.
All right, good to know.
But they get to the part. They arrive at their hotels. The grandfather, played by Christopher Lloyd, he's there. They go over to the arcade, and then his son, Hutch's son, gets in a fight with one of the guys because he felt like he was trying to flirt with his girlfriend, which he wasn't. And then he gets kicked out because he starts to fight. And then the daughter, she gets hit on the side of her head
Oof.
by one of the security guards.
Oh.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's getting personal.
There's-
This one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's no way in hell that you can get away with that in real life, but slapping a little girl upside her head. Like the security guard just whop. And Connie Nielsen's character is like, don't get in any fights. This is a vacation. Don't do nothing. We don't need to do anything. Like let's just get in our car. Let's go home. Let's get something to eat. We good to go. And then Hutch is like, I lost my cell phone. I left my cell phone in the arcade room. I'm like, what did you expect to happen? Like, what did you expect to happen? Are you kidding me with this?
Could have just walked away and there wouldn't have been a movie.
No, we can't allow that. Ain't no way in hell you finna let your daughter get slapped upside the head by a random person and not expect to get your behind beat. And boy, when he went in there, he started laying them boys out. I mean, he beat the crap out of every last one of them. And the one that slapped his daughter upside the head was like, no, I'm sorry, please don't, no, you don't get this work. You don't get this work. He got it the worst. Oh man, I love this scene. I love that scene because it was just so funny because everybody in there was like, wow, we didn't see this happening. He beat the crap out of everybody in there, and I enjoyed every last bit of it.
I mean, it sounds just as good as the first, because the first is like that. It's just a beat 'em up, right? He's just beating up people the whole movie. It's kind of like John Wick. It's like the John Wick formula, but not the same.
Yeah, it sounds. I was hoping you would say that, but I was like, because everybody people keep trying to relate that to John Wick, and I'm like, stop just saying.
It's hard though, because John Wick has now solidified itself as like the modern day revenge movie, I guess. Because the first one was about the dog, and then it's just spiraled out of control from there. But it's become the modern day revenge action movie, like the good guy gets pushed a little too far, and now he's got to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I just hate that. It's just such a lazy comparison.
It is.
It is such a lazy comparison.
It is. I mean,
so I really hate what people say. Not you,
right?
But other people.
But like you said, you could also compare it to like one of the old westerns where it's like the cowboy comes back to town, and turns out things aren't the same. There's a corrupt sheriff or whoever running the place, and now the cowboy's got a clean house. You can still make that comparison. That is a better comparison. That is a better argument that you don't hear many people say.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of compared it to. So the first half of this film, I'm all in. It's taking my mind off stress and dealing with life, and I'm really having a good time with this.
Good.
The characters are endearing. It's kind of cool to be put back in this world with Paul. I mean, with Hutch, because it's such a Bob Odenkirk. It's such a good character, and it's such he dresses such like a dad. He looks like a dad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's so good to be put back in that little spot again with him and his family, and his family is cool too.
Right.
They're it's kind of like National Lampoon's Christmas summer vacations or any other vacation,
except with murder.
Yeah, except with murder and action. So
that's true. And his family respects him more, right? Because like the first one, they didn't really respect him at all. There was a bunch of issues going on. This time around, they know what he's about because they've seen it first.
Yeah, exactly. They know what he's about. They just want him to spend more time with him because they just want him to kind of scale it back. Well, his wife wants him to scale it back a little bit, scale the action back, and spend more time with family.
Right.
But she doesn't know the reason why he's doing that is because he's trying to pay off debts and stuff that he did from the last movie of burning down money and stuff. That he owes like a certain amount of money that he burned down. So she doesn't know that part.
Right.
Which, of course they're not going to explain that in the movie because if he was to explain all that stuff in the movie, then there would be no movie.
Right.
So there'll be no purpose to explain that.
You can't have rational thought in movies.
No, of course not.
That's what makes the plot flow. Like you can't think logically if you're a movie character. There's no logic. There's however you're written.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you can't have that. So they go to jail. Him and his son, they go to jail because they got in a fight and all that. They're running to Colin Hanks again, and then Bob Odenkirk, Hutch goes into the office, talks to the sheriff, and he's like, "Hey, this is my town. Don't cause any more trouble in my town. You need to get out of here, or we're gonna make you get out of here."
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's already on 10 with this character, and I'm just like, why? Why does everybody hate this guy? I'm like, I don't understand. Like, he just came here with his family to have a good time, and there's trouble already here, and he has done nothing wrong.
He's trying to have a nice time with his family.
It is ridiculous. So then we find out there's a whole nother story going on.
Of course,
with the sheriff and the park. So basically, the sheriff is working for a villain played by Sharon Stone, which I didn't even know that she was in here. I forgot she was in here because the trailers don't show her.
Did she give him the Basic Instinct?
No, but she gave the basic villain package.
Mm.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Let me show you how crazy I am.
I gotcha.
If you cross me over, I'll kill you and I'll be menacing. I like to dance a lot. You know, the Joker villain villain package.
Right.
Because, you know, in every movie to show how psychotic you are, I have to show my crazy side. I have to dance to music.
And then you got to randomly kill somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's the basic villain package. Yeah, you know, it's the standard Jacob. It's the standard Joker package. Like, but everyone says that they're tired of Joker and they're tired of seeing Joker in movies. I can't tell because every villain has the same package.
Yep.
All the time.
That same psycho personality. Yep.
And it's the most annoying thing. Let me just say this: she was totally miscast. She was totally miscast in this. And like, I tried to think that, you know what, maybe the first half, maybe she kind of could have won me over a little bit. No, she's trying too hard. Her acting is not as good. She's just, no, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. She's totally miscast in this role.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, so when it got to the second half of the film, I didn't like it as much anymore.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like, oh man, Sharon Stone and finding out, like, if the movie was just what else surrounded around Colin Hanks and him being the bad guy, I probably would have liked it. I probably would have liked it a little bit more.
Right.
But once it got to her, I was just like, okay. Well, see, now this is where you lose me now. This is why I fall off
Too
the
many
train.
bad guys.
Yeah, too many bad guys. The sheriff really doesn't want to work for her, but he has to do it. It's like one of those type of situations.
Yeah.
He's like one of those conflicted bad guys. So then the sheriff, we find out that Hutch, you know, Bob Odenkirk, his son, the one who is fighting at the arcade is the son of the sheriff.
I got you.
So, you know, yeah. So that's when she goes and kidnap the son and say, hey, if you don't do this, do that, then I'll make your life hell. I'll kill your son. And Bob Odenkirk has a good heart. He goes save the son. And I don't know. I just, this second half of the movie just let me down so much. Cause I was like, I was expecting it to be a little bit better than that. And I didn't expect such a simplistic second half, because the first half was so fun.
Right.
And then the second half was it just falls completely off the cliff to me.
Yeah. That's upsetting.
So,
you know, normally the second half should be the ramping up. It should be the better part.
you would think so, but for a couple of these movies lately that I've been reviewing, the second half has really been letting me down. I noticed.
Yeah.
I've really been noticing.
A lot of build up, not a lot of follow through.
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of that. That's how it was with Weapons, so I'm getting a little scared now.
Oh.
But you know, Bob Odenkirk, he makes up with the sheriff. He's like, "Hey, we got to find a way to stop this crazy Joker woman doing all these things."
The crazy Joker woman.
Because basically what she is, she's like a female version of the Joker. So they got to find some way to stop her. So they go Home Alone move, and they arm the whole park, the whole park with nothing but explosives and all these little crazy little gizmos that's supposed to stop the bad guys. You know what that looks like. You know, like Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
Where you stop putting electrical stuff everywhere. I'm putting guns everywhere. Come on, man. I know you said logically, you got to leave logic out the door.
Right.
But you really didn't have to arm the whole park with all these little booby traps. Like, you didn't have to do that. You really did.
They said we got a budget and we're gonna use it.
Like, they armed this whole park, this whole amusement park with these lame little objects that's gonna kill these faceless the faceless henchmen. Because, you know, we can't have henchmen with faces because they're people. So we got to have them be faceless, like the Foot Clan. So that way you don't feel anything for them, you know, because it'll be a shame if you feel something for henchmen because they're regular humans, because that makes too much sense.
Yeah, of course.
That makes too much sense.
They have to be they have to be nobodies, pun intended.
Yeah, they have to be nobodies. No, yeah, exactly. They have to be complete nobodies, because you can't feel something for a regular human.
No.
So she hauls them all out, and they're running around getting booby trapped. These are military men, by the way, military faceless men, just getting their butts kicked by 60-year-old to 80-year-old men by RZA and Christopher Lloyd and Bob Odenkirk. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me with this. You gotta be kidding me with this. Like, it was cool to see. It was fun. But I just didn't like the way it ended. I really did. I didn't like the ending anymore. Connie Nielsen decides she wants to help her husband. So she kills Sharon Stone's character with a sniper rifle to the head.
Ooh, the wife?
Yeah. She decides to get out there and help out.
Does she have training? What's that about?
Well, Jacob, they did a little foreshadowing.
Oh, I see.
In the second half, because they decided to kind of go out, get some fresh air after all the events that had happened with the arcade.
I see, yeah.
So they say, "Oh man, Mom, you got a shot." So they were doing like the little gun thing, the little gun range.
Mm-hmm.
And what her son, the son was like, "Oh, Mom, you got a pretty good shot." I said, "Oh, there we go, foreshadow." So somewhere on, I knew somewhere along the line she's gonna use the gun. But all in all, man, this movie was, I liked it. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't, I wish the second half could have followed through a little bit better, because it was a pretty good damn setup. But for me, it ended on a sour note. I ended up giving this movie I think I gave it a 6.2. Yeah, 6.2 out of 10.
Okay. 6.2 out of 10. That's not bad.
Yeah. I liked it enough for me to it got my attention. I just didn't like how it ended.
I see. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it needed a sequel. So
it didn't. It really did. It made $25 million over the weekend.
Yeah. So I'm not really surprised that's how it turned out. So but yeah, 6 out of 2. I mean, it still sounds entertaining enough.
It's entertaining enough. It'll make his money back on streaming. It'll be fine on streaming.
All right. I'll check it out, because I'm sure it is a good, like, lazy Saturday afternoon kind of watch, It's like when nothing else is on.
No, it is.
Nobody 2. I think that's how I watched Nobody 1. I was just like, I needed something to watch.
No, yeah. And the first one I really enjoyed. They came out during COVID, when COVID was still somewhat rapid, so everything was all spaced out, seats and stuff. So I remember when it came out, and it did decent enough. I didn't think I didn't know gonna do a sequel for it, but I did go.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, good review.
So yeah, that's it, man.
All right, so that concludes today's review episode. If you like James's review, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all On The Go with Jacob and James. You can follow me on Instagram at jacobdantone.audio, and you can follow James at Instagram on
James9794.
Yes, sir. And you can also email us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com. And without further ado, I'm on the go, James is on the go, and we are all on the go.